Hello and welcome to the Horsemanship and Mindset podcast with your host, Kimberly Dunn of Idlewild Horsemanship and Mindset Coaching. This podcast is here to bring you the very best in tips, tricks, and advice to help you better understand yourself, your mindset, and your horse, because your horsemanship starts with you. Let's go. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Horsemanship and Mindset podcast. I'm delighted to have you here. Today, we are going to look at how we can stop worrying about what everybody else thinks, what everybody else says, and actually start riding and training your horse for you, not for the approval of everybody else. So I want you to have a think about how much of what you do with your horse is actually for you and for your horse, and how much of it is shaped by what other people might think. So whether that's other people at the yard or barn, whether it's other people that you may know in the horsey circles that you kind of circle in, whether it's your horsey friends, whether it's people online. How much of what you're doing is actually for you? So maybe you find yourself worrying about how you look. Maybe you find yourself worrying about what other people are saying about you or to you, or maybe what they're thinking. Maybe you find yourself worrying about whether you're quote unquote doing it all right because of what somebody else said. Now, all of these things create pressure for you. And that pressure causes you to kind of feel flustered, to not concentrate properly, to not relax into what you're doing, to not enjoy what you're doing. And that pressure also kills confidence. Sad times for us. Now, when you are riding for approval, for the approval of others, not yourself, you disconnect from yourself. And when you disconnect from yourself, you disconnect from your horse. We all need to remember why we're here in the first place. We're here in the first place because we love horses, because we love spending time with horses. So why has that turned into doing it for what other people think of you? Now, this might show up for you or for someone you know as lots and lots of overthinking every single thing. From hesitation all the blooming time, from second guessing everything you do in the saddle, everything you do on the ground, everything you do like horse care wise, and from feeling judged even when nobody's actually said anything, like from predicting in your mind, oh, well, I can't do that because so-and-so might say this or they'll think that. Like, do you actually know that's going to happen there, or are you just thinking that that's going to happen? And it stops you from riding and from training and from just being around your horse in a way that actually feels good and fun and light. And again, why we're here in the first place. Now, the truth is, and the thing that I want you to please remember from this episode is that you do not need more approval. You don't need more approval from people. What you actually need to really instill in yourself is more self-trust. Self-trust in your own skills, self-trust in your own experience, self-trust in your own ability to grow and to learn and to get better, self-trust in your decision-making, in the thoughts, in your relationship with your own horse, because this is your horse, remember, not anyone else's. That's what you really need, is that self-trust. And I'm going to give you a couple of tools here to take away. But first of all, I just want to explain a little bit more about why this pops up for us, because I always think that if I can help people understand the why, it really gives you that ability to be able to zoom out of situations and understand it a little better. So why do we always feel like we need other people's approval? So what it really boils down to on a real kind of primal lizard brain level is that if we go back in time to way back when we used to live in tribes and villages where we really did rely on being included and being part of the clan or the tribe or whatever, we needed to be approved of. We needed to be accepted into that, because if we weren't, we would be kicked out. And being kicked out and going it alone in the wild meant danger and often death. And so we have this need within us on such a primal, deep coding level, coded level, to be accepted and to be approved of. So that comes out in those spaces. That comes out with, on the yard, with wanting to be approved of and wanting to be included and accepted. Even if that means going against your own beliefs, values, morals, whether or not you actually enjoy something, etc. But the thing is that times are different now, You're not going to be eaten by a saber-toothed tiger if Karen 3 stables down doesn't approve of, whether you're doing groundwork or not, or how you're doing your groundwork. So yeah, I want you to try and remember that. Now you know why it happens. Now you can think, okay, well, brain, we're okay. We're not going to get eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. It's okay for me to be different. It's okay for me to not necessarily be accepted by someone else. I can do my own thing. I can enjoy my horse, and I can do it with ease and fun and joy again. So I want you to now ask yourself, would I ride like this if no one was watching? Would I train like this if no one was watching? What would I do if actually it didn't matter what anybody else thinks? What actually feels right for me and for my horse? And you might even want to journal on this. You might want to grab a notepad and pen, pause the episode, or do this afterwards and write down, what would I ride like or train like if no one was watching? What feels right for me and for my horse? And start there. Now, if you are ready to stop riding and training and posting for everyone else and their approval and start feeling truly, truly confident in your own decisions and in your own training and everything else, email me at info@idlewildhorsemanship.com, or if you follow me on the socials, which is at the Horsemanship and Mindset Coach, send me a DM and we can chat. And if this episode hit home, if you know someone that needs to hear it, please share it with them. Please rate the podcast, give it a follow if you don't already. And if you share it on your stories, please be sure to tag me so I see it. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you again in another episode next time. Over and out.